Wow, to see TNT Central hub portals closing one by one, a huge part of Boundless history vanishing in front of our eyes. Hello Boundless citizens, Boundmore here, and what other way to start this episode than the TNT news? I bet a lot of you got a panic sort of reaction seeing this. Those who got too upset to finish reading are probably still in ER receiving much needed physical treatment and mental health assessment. But everyone who managed to hold their nerves and get to this part should be pretty much okay. It's still big news and for sure disappointing and upsetting for many. Many of us learned to rely on the excellent TNT portal services. Their choice of location was a masterstroke, as Sir Carpus lays in the center of Boundless Universe. If you look at this chart of distances between the known permanent worlds, you will see that the longest blink-sec distance, for anyone who wanted to connect directly, stands at 12. Check any other world for distances to the rest of the universe and you will see that indeed Sir Carpus provides the most balanced set of distances for direct connections. We are talking worlds up to tier 4 of course, as the gem planets are by design more distant and located outside the lower tier world cluster. Apart from connecting all public worlds, TNT created a set of mall and farm portals, as well as the famous Sovereign Wall, becoming the reason why people desire to connect and use it so extensively. No wonder they deservedly got so many grateful and praising messages here. So, what now? Well, first of all, the Dragon Hub will take over the network. Not in the old location, that will remain in TNT hands and be repurposed this way or another. Instead, Dragon Hub, led by Dwarf Tree, built a new hub where all TNT connections can be restored. Some players might decide to move their connections somewhere else, of course, but all are welcome to simply change a token in their portals to new location at Dragon Hub. As you can see, it's not an exact copy of TNT layout. So sure, some getting used to it and changing old habits when moving around will be necessary. However, the general concept remains untouched. Planetary portals are organized by world tier and then alphabetically within each tier. Mall portals are grouped together as well as personal connections, and of course the sovereign worlds have their own space too. Known and liked farming destinations remain viable also. Long story short, it's not closing as such, but rather the change of hands that happens. A change of management, if you like. So if you look for a void in portal networking, that would be the Ultima situation, as they are definitely going dormant. It went quietly, as there was no big announcement, but thanks to people in the know, we got this news here. So, for the time being, they stop fueling planetary portals, however the guild and their beacons will be kept, with their main hub portals simply waiting to be reactivated should Boundless player population grow enough as Monumental start their work on the game. Fingers crossed here for Monumental project and its success. Now, let's move on to other related news. Other networks in-game are also ready to provide Boundless citizens with interplanetary connectivity, so there is no need to worry too much about the TNT and Ultima situation. Valhalla Hub Network decided to open a full planetary setup on top of their already existing high-tier network. Here we are. It's a different setup to what most might be used to, and to be true, it took me a while to figure it out. Planetary portals are in alphabetical order, but all put together regardless of their tier or server region. This is supposed to be Arnitans, I guess. Okay, so you continue clockwise around the room. Then they run out of space at M letter here. But if you keep going clockwise, repeating the same path, but facing the center of the building this time, you will find the rest of the alphabet and see all the remaining world portals, ending with Xafrant. It's all work in progress, as you can see here at the time of recording the video, but it might well be all finished before the video gets to you. Anyways, note tier 6 worlds have signs here directing you to the high tier network, so you must go there to explore them. I am not sure what is their plan for tier 5 worlds though. Presence of the high tier planets here seems to only serve the purpose of showcasing all public worlds in one place, and information on their color palettes. You can see here that a lot of work was put into this hub, as the signs give you a full list of block colors on each world. Cool idea, and kudos to the owners and builders of the hub for putting so much work and care into this. There is the Midnight Gamer's Galactic Gateways as well. He built it quite a bit ago, offering portal space for all public worlds, organized by server region and then tier. There is a sovereign wall here too, and since it's on Sercarpus, you might find it easy to connect from different corners of the universe, just like in TNT Hub, and now Dragon. There is Midnight Gamer's own Sovereign with some farm portals, and also a connection to a creative world. So, why not give it a look and see if it can be a hub for you? Last but not least, the Kakarot Planetary Network. Kakarot, owned by... that's a long name there, let's just short it to Colton for the purpose of this video. So Kakarot, owned by Colton, has been around for a while, and following TNT story he reminded everyone about his planetary hub, and rightly so. He also put a lot of work into it, and it's been ready to use for a while now, and I think more people should know about it. Tidy and compact setup, so you don't have to run around a lot and you won't get lost. You can get to some of the public worlds from there already, and hopefully more will connect soon. But the missing ones can be easily accessed, as well as you also have direct connection to the Dragon World Hub. And as a bonus, Colton opened a region experience farm here. As every good network, it also provides a nice set of portals to various farming locations. So, as you can see, plenty reasons to visit Kakarot, or even connect there directly. Don't forget the Pharaoh network too, folks. I spoke about it before as I opened the connection to my sovereign there. It's a full planetary network as well, built around the well-established and known T5-T6 network that has been there for years already. Right, so that's enough of big news for one episode. These unexpected developments made me change the content a lot, so there are things that will be moved to future episodes of Fortnightly. To close this one, I will show you my bits and pieces of my own playing time, all about my building endeavors. Again, it was mostly small additions here and there. First of all, I placed walls along the gallery in the Candlehall, keeping all white. It's brick and deco wood all over. There are spots where I will have corridors leading into the mountain in different directions, and eventually outside to various exit spots, on the slopes or the cliff wall. I have dug the passages already a while ago actually, but now it was time to decide about the design for them. Since I had to dig around a lot, I ended up with thousands of rock. So I made the easiest and probably the laziest decision and went for the local colors. A combination of stale red, stale sepia and rust taupe. As for actual type of blocks to craft from it, I went for refined and deco rock and simple stone. Then it was a case of winging it, as I often do. I was happy with the fourth iteration, and here is the final full design for the corridors. Green vases, stone furnace bases, stone chests and some foliage provide decoration. I found this cave when digging the tunnels and I decided to use it, to make the connection more interesting. It has this cool pillar here and overhang above, with a sizable gallery around. I finished the corridor on both ends first and only then transformed the cave. Here it is after the changes. I had to work on some edges and shapes to make passing through easier, and provide easy way up and make it all look better, at least in my eyes. So, apart from adding decorative elements, I also changed some of the natural blocks, mostly replacing dirt with rock to make it less patchy and more uniform. And nothing better to make things nice than water features. So, the white doors in the Candlehall get you inside the brown-red corridors leading outside. Here is an example of how I transition into the slopes outside, merging the entrances with the natural features on slopes. More plotting and then terraforming between the entrances will happen later. Okay, so that's how far I got last 2 weeks or so. We shall say our goodbyes here. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I apologize for my voice. Somehow I got a bit of a cold, but if you could understand what I'm saying, that's all that matters. Remember to stay boundless, and I'll see you in the next one.